He goes, hey, how are you? How are you?
Come
Hey,
on.
Lou. Is that the name of your dog or one of the children that your husband's pimping out?
Marty, either we're going to do this the real way on here.
It's a question. It's a fair question. You know what I mean?
Come
like
on,
a
Bella.
fair question. I don't know why.
Come on, Bella.
Like,
Come on, girl.
I don't know. I'm sorry. So
Hold
I'm
on
assuming
here.
it's a.
I'm sorry. Come here, Bella. Okay,
I can like so.
is this what we're going to do? We're going to play games and then
You
I'll just do it on my
understand
channel.
like how that's a fair question, right?
Marty, I'm being
Yeah.
serious. I'm giving everybody, they can ask questions. I'll explain the best that I can. All this happened way before we got together, okay?
Yeah.
The girl had an ID. Again, I'm not justifying that.
She had an ID.
She had an ID. The cops took the ID. He had no, hold on, y'all. Let me plug up. There was an ID. There was no.
An ID. Like, what
He
does he
was
want to
up.
buy? Like the
She
board?
had a
or
fake ID, unfortunately.
She had a fake ID for her pimp.
Marty, he didn't.
So he only pimps out women over the age of 18, 21. And
Marty, I'm not trying to. It was a different time in his life. I'm not excusing it. No, I'm not absolutely. But it
can I ask
wasn't.
what he does for a living now? Just out of curiosity.
Marty, are you serious? So y'all want him to work or you don't want him to work?
I'm wondering.
Marty,
why can't I ask any questions?
Do you really think that I'm going to let anybody wreck? So are people supposed to reform? Or are they supposed to not reform?
Well, so I'm not asking.
Marty, come on
I'm
now.
just asking what industry he works in.
Come
Is that a fair question?
Come on, Marty.
So
come on.
Why is that not a fair question?
Really?
The industry.
Okay, so
industry he works in?
People want him to reform, but yet I'm going to tell where he works at.
Yeah, I'm not asking you where he works. I'm asking what industry he works in.
I'm not even comfortable.
Does he have a job? We just live off of you.
No. He has his whole own thing going, legitimate. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so what industry? There's no way that
Marty, I'm not even. We have built this ship from the ground up. I am not about to jeopardize. I helped take care of my grandmother.
You work in the same industry. You both work in the same industry. Maybe that's why what he did was normal to you.
No, I used to dance years ago, was very transparent.
Yeah.
I used to hustle, was always transparent. I never came on here and acted like I was a perfect little angel. I said, I've got a backstory. I've got a back history. I never was in the pimp game. I never was into any of that. I did my job in the club. When I left the club stayed at the club. Home was at home.
Okay. So, I guess all that's immaterial. What are you possibly going to say that would endorse your support of this man that you think is going to be accepted by anyone in this sphere?
I want to, first off, no matter how anybody takes this, and please let me at least say this, I truly apologize to each and every one of you. If this has
we're not some children. We're some children who had our innocence stolen.
If anything gets said, I need this to be said.
Yeah, you don't listen. We didn't get pimped out as children, so you don't need to give us any apologies.
I'm giving an apology to those that cared for me, my channel, and that's really all that I'm here for. Those that cared about me or still do or have in the past. I never wanted to hurt anybody with this. That was never my intentions. Yes, I did act absolutely poorly, and he did as well.
Let me ask you
when
this.
You have somebody,
how did he keep this child in line?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Marty.
How did he keep this child in line?
There was no keeping her in line, Marty. Unfortunately.
Why did this child hand him over the money that she made from sleeping with men?
I want to be careful on here because this person has moved on.
If the crime is not going, you have no reason to keep everything
No, but this is somebody else's story, and they've moved on with their life. They have children.
What's he doing right now?
And I understand that, but I'm going to leave. What's
he doing right now?
What's that?
What's he doing right now?
do we want him to work or do we not? So if he's a lazy bum and doesn't reform his life and change, so he's a lazy. What do we want here?
Well, honestly, I just want honesty, truthfully.
And I'm being 100% transparent. That's why I came on here. I thought, let's do this.
Okay.
So
yeah. Do you think that anyone's going to like welcome you back after
and that's
you
all right.
endorsed
But I want to
child
apologize to those that got hurt in this. I never wanted to hurt anybody. I see a lot of people saying that their past was dredged up by this. That I don't ever want to come on here to hurt anybody. I always wanted to come on here to lift people up. I really am a recovering addict. This is me. I'm me. I don't play a character on YouTube. I'm the same person. And it was never my intentions to anybody to get hurt in the crossfire of this.
Do you think that continuing to engage in this sector is going to be conducive to him or you improving your lives?
I think that both of us have tremendously improved our lives. He has helped me. I have helped him. I mean, people are going to believe what they want to believe, but I do feel like I owe those that cared or care about me. I never meant to hurt you guys, and that's from the bottom of my heart. If you hate me, I understand that. And I can take that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand like you come from like a different sector of the internet. I mean, I come from a different sector of the internet, and like our rules are not the same. If you're just trying to live an honest, hardworking life, and you don't want to be criticized or experience negativity, do you think that continuing to engage on the internet is something that's in your best interest?
I do understand, and I've always said this, tit for tat. If I criticize Foodie and other people are going to criticize me.
It's not about Foodie Beauty. It's about a child being pimped.
Can I ask a question real quick, Marty?
Sure.
The chat wants to know, some of the people in the chat want to know.
I'm sorry, I can't see the chat. I apologize.
They want to know why you said the victim wasn't a victim initially.
Let me clear that up. Is okay. The reason why I said that was definitely in poor taste, and I was acting on emotions.
Wait, what do you mean?
I have to tread lightly because I don't.
Wait.
This woman has moved on, has totally. So how do I? This woman, young adult. I apologize. Yeah. Young adult. The reason why I said that is she was trying to get away from her family. That's kind of why I said that, because she was willing to be there. I didn't mean to. I acted in anger. I acted poorly, but that is where that comes from.
Are you considering maybe the possibility that you're acting poorly right now?
I'm just trying to be honest and answer the questions as honestly and real as possible. I'm not trying to bullshit anybody. I'm giving everything I got here.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give you the best advice I can give you is to log off the internet right now and to stay off the internet.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. All right.
I don't see why, Marty. I don't see why people deserve this. This is why some people, go back to different things. I'm not saying us, but people deserve second chances. And if people don't give me that, I understand that. But for the people that email me and talk about recovery and that I've helped, to say that I need to go, what? If
you're coming online and saying that the child victim wasn't the victim.
I'm not saying that, Marty.
You did say that.
I'm not saying that.
But you did.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it was a whole ass ordeal that, yes, was it made in poor taste? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I want to justify this? No, that was not my intentions. I acted like shit when I first came on. I acted in my emotions. Abso-fucking-lutely. And so did he.
Are you going to whine when people victimize you?
Marty, I've been victimized ever since this went down.
You think so? You think so?
Seriously? We're going to go there?
Well, I've given you... Look, like final opportunity, log off, stay off.
Not happening.
Okay.
So what are we gonna do here? Are you who's threatening to set my house on fire and kill my dogs? Is that what we're doing here?
Look, why do I constantly get accused of being a dog hitman? Like people
No,
are
these are the
constantly being a
emails I'm
dog
receiving that my dogs are going to get shot, my house is going to get burned down. So do I need to take precaution?
I would sleep with one eye open. I'll tell you that.
I always sleep with one eye open, baby.
I
Even
would
before
if I slept next to a pimp who smacked around kids for money.
Nobody smacked around anybody, Marty. Read the cases. They're out there.
Bullshit.
They're out there, Marty. Read that shit.
Shut the fuck up. That's bullshit. That's how it works.
Marty, nobody smacked around nobody.
And get slapped around. Shut the fuck up.
No, that's not the case. Sorry.
How did it work? Tell me how it worked then.
Sorry, that's not the case.
Tell me how it worked.
Let me tell you, Marty. I don't know
how it worked. How did he deprive this child of their money?
There was no depriving the child of the money.
So, okay.
The money was for her to stay there because where they were staying, nor the person knew that she was underage either.
So did he sleep?
Nobody was condoning being underage.
Did he sleep with the underage kid?
No.
Bullshit.
She came in. She went and did her own thing. Marty, I'm a grown ass. I don't have to lie to you. What he did in his past.
Just a landlord. Bullshit. I don't fucking believe it.
Read it. It's all out there. Read it. Why would I come on here when the case is out there? It's public.
I'm just wondering how he deprived this child of her money, like just by paying rent.
There's no depriving, Marty. They did it. No, she was fucking.
Well, so
she had an ID. You know deprive means? Poor taste. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm not saying that, Marty.
So how did he separate this child from their money? Just paying rent? Like, I don't understand it. Maybe you can explain it.
She was staying there. When the cops brought her back there, they seen she had her own room and her clothes and all her belongings were there.
Okay, well then I don't think you so let's just say
in the state of Nevada, Marty, is that's the thing too. I see people saying, well, why can't he get off the name of the state of Nevada is it's known for having, a bad rap, people coming out their party and doing their thing. So when they brought her back there and realized that she wasn't 18 plus, they seen she had a room, they seen her belongings were there.
So I mean, I know that like Nevada is like Sin City, right? Las Vegas. And there's a lot of pimps out there.
There are, unfortunately. Yes,
and
there are.
Like he was just a landlord for children. Bullshit.
He wasn't a landlord, Marty. They were all staying with someone. He wasn't the landlord.
Okay. Yeah, he was her pimp. And he was a pimp during the time that she was with him. And there was pimps before and pimps after him. Like he pimped her. Like let's just call it what it is. Why can't you just be honest?
I'm being honest. She paid for it. That is how all the money came into play of how the files went down. When they came in, they seen her clothes were there and that she had her own room.
I mean, this is all like a pretty big insult.
Marty, I'm being real with you. You wanted the real, you wanted the truth. I'm giving you, I'm not going to say your bullshit.
I heard you say that like you used to hang out with pimps on the reg, right?
I used to live in a shady part of Atlanta. Absolutely.
Okay, but he wasn't a pimp.
I met him after our lives had completely changed. I had stopped hustling, stopped dancing. He had changed his life. I had changed mine.
Can I ask a question?
Did I live in a place that the area was filled with pimps? Absolutely.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Skinny. I'm sorry.
When he was on Edwet's panel, she asked if he was remorseful, and he said he was not for doing his actions.
He's not on here like we are. Can you imagine somebody that you love? Thousands of people are coming at them sideways. I never wanted to hurt people with this. So both of us absolutely acted like a shit. Both of us. I regret that stream. He regrets that stream. He's not on here. This isn't his realm. He has a regular job and does his thing. Skinny, you know what it's like the first time coming on a stream or making a video.
You know what? Well, yeah, so I know what that's like. You know what I don't know or can relate to is pimping out children for money. Like that's something that I can't relate to, and if it's not something I can even consider. But let's
Marty,
just say
he
never
did
happened.
not know she was a minor. I'm not trying to justify that, but I'm telling you the honest truth.
Okay, so let's just say like his house full of these girls.
There was couples, there was people. It wasn't just
Couples?
a fucking pimp house and a
No.
bunch of chicks.
I don't believe that there was couples there.
Okay.
So he was just a landlord. He was basically like a landlord. Like maybe I don't think that he would be convicted of pimping or pandering if he just didn't look at a tenant's ID. I don't think that it would work like that.
Go to Nevada, get in the situation, and see what happens.
Okay, so let's just say that I was an honest landlord and a tenant gave me an ID that was fictitious. I wouldn't come on and say that, look, this girl had pimps before me. She had pimps after me. In fact, a pimp came to testify against me.
That is what she did, though, Marty. I'm not trying to make shit up or lie to you guys. That was just the unfortunately the field that she chose at that time. So ask away. I'll answer for the next couple minutes. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Is it a fucked up situation? Yeah. Absolutely. I did not want to hurt any of you guys in this. That was never my intentions for something that happened in the past with somebody I'm with to let down you guys or to hurt you guys. I don't want to dredge up any of you guys' past. I don't want any of you guys to be hurt, feeling. That's not what I ever wanted to do on here. That was never my intentions, ever.
Can I ask like how this came out?
It came out by a channel that had, I guess, basically how it came out to me was I was sent an email and it was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And I was like, all right, let's.
You didn't even know. You had no idea like what the paperwork was.
No, he had always been upfront and honest. He has always, from the day one I met him, he's always been on, like, you can't start a relationship with somebody and not tell them, hey, heads up, I want to tell you this. This is going to affect my life for the rest of my life.
So like, I'm curious, like, are you bringing up like, yeah, so I was running this apartment building, you see, and like I had to rent out units, and long story short,
like when I got with him, when I stopped, like,
well, you were a dancer, right?
Like I used to do. Dancer? I'm sorry, Marty. I'm
exotic. You said that you were an adult dancer, like an exotic dancer.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I know that like some of those girls like are in the trade, and you're aware of that, right?
Yes.
So how did you two meet?
I also had another job as well that was legitimate.
How did you two meet?
We met in Las Vegas. I lived in Vegas for a short period of time
myself. Okay. I mean, like that's like one of the few things that you've said that I actually believe. Yeah.
I've never lied about living. I used to live in Atlanta. I've lived in Vegas. I've lived in a little bit of everywhere.
Where specifically did you meet?
Met hanging out at a bar on the Strip.
Okay. What kind of bar?
Just a regular casino.
All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys were living a similar lifestyle, I'd imagine.
Our lifestyle had changed by then.
Well, you were a dancer at the time, though, right?
No, I was not dancing at that current time. I was taking care of a gentleman that was handicapped. I'm being serious.
Yeah, it's a fair question. I mean, like...
No, I'm being honest. I've told the story on my channel. I had met a gentleman, and I used to take care of him, and he had gotten shot when he was a kid, and I would help him with everyday responsibilities. Help get him out of his chair, he'd take a shower, whatever he needed.
So, like, when was he convicted, and when did he get out?
I don't know the exact time frame because he had been out before. He had been out a while before we had met.
Huh.
Can I ask you a serious question? And I'm not trying to pry too much, but I think people are wondering, there are a lot of people out there wondering if you are with him because you feel indebted to him.
No, absolutely not. He said that, do you want me to go? I've wrecked everything you built from the ground up. And I said, no. You've helped me build me back. I am not going to turn on you. Why? He said, do you want me to go? And I said, absolutely not. I see the person you are. I know the person you are. I know the person I've been with for years and every day. I'm not going to sit on here and be like, he does this, he does that, but he contributes to society, and, you know, he is trying to, it'll never repay back the things that have happened, but
Well, because there's no victim, right? Like, why do you need to repay somebody if there was no victim?
For the whole circumstances, Marty.
I'm
never
what?
saying
a
that
fair unit, like a fair rent.
I'm never saying that. Is this a fucked up situation? Absolutely.
Why?
Because it is a fucked up situation.
Well, what's fucked up about it?
He should have been more adamant to realize that she was younger and not participated in any of that. Not surrounded himself with somebody younger.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What's
not just even being around somebody young.
Harley has a question. Is your grandmother living in the house with you and him?
Okay, first off, no, but what if she was? Do you want to speak to my grandma? Because my grandma has offered, I told her no. Are you fucking crazy, Granny? That man does the world for my grandma. At her beckon and call. So if anybody would like to speak to her, we can do that. She wanted, I said, no.
She's in a beck and call, but she doesn't live there. Like, what do you mean?
She's an elderly woman, Marty.
She doesn't live there. Like, you can't even be honest about your grandmother living there.
Dude, I'll put her on the fucking thing. I'm not lying. Everybody knows I take care of my grandma.
You just said she wasn't there. Like, so what if she was here? Like,
does she need her fucking bushes trimmed? Can she barely fucking walk at this point? Does she need groceries? Whatever the fuck she may need that day. You just said she wasn't
there, though. Like, you can't even be honest about the simple
Everybody knows real fucking how I ride for my grandma. So we ain't gonna. My grandma offered to get on here, and I said, "Nah, grandma."
I'm gonna tell you this. 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 And you know what,
Marty? I'm not trying to be mean, but people know
that's perfectly fine.
That
I'm not trying to be nice with you. So I'm gonna tell you this.
No, just Marty.
You're bringing your grandmother into
grandma out of this shit show.
Fucking honest and log off the internet. Like, and
I'm gonna be honest, and my grandma really did.
Care about your grandmother? Get off the internet now. Like, get off the internet now. That's no. Then you're doing this to your grandma, okay? Like, because I don't have sympathy.
Then I'll sit on her fucking deck all night long. Then.
Okay, well then, all right.
Okay.
I have a lady. I warned you.
Warn me about what, Marty? The people don't deserve second fucking chances. You don't.
You've had a second chance. You've had a second chance. You've had a second chance. You've been out. You were in the lifestyle. You got a second chance. You messed up again because you.
Talking about Bridget? I don't know. Dump Bridget off. Bridget, I don't know you nothing. You ain't.
Yeah, you don't. You said that you said that you were going to answer questions. So you don't want to answer questions. But I'm a viewer. I'm a viewer. So you said that you were going to answer questions. I'm a viewer.
Been around my damn chat ever. I ain't seen you
in your chat.
I
have been in your chat.
Goddamn book. Even
been in your chat. So you don't know the people that are in your chat.
Monty, cut Bridget, or I'm getting off here. Bridget,
you're not answering any questions anyway.
Let's calm down.
Bridget was never in my channel. I'm here. I'll talk to Skinny. I had interactions with Skinny. I think, maybe I don't know if I've talked to Miami. Everybody's been reasonable, but Bridget ain't gonna come on here.
I wasn't trying. Look,
Bridget,
I wasn't trying to come up.
Hear nothing you said because you were like,
yeah, we want to.
Don't say no second chance shit, Bridget. I heard that. But
again, you can't tell the truth to save your life.
I didn't want to grow up to be a dancer, but can I say, it was some of the best part of my life.
I'm done with you. You're a born liar, and you're gonna get it. And that's
Oh shit! He just logged off.